How's it going? The Affiliate Geek here. And in this module, it's all about helping you, showing you how to easily, quickly bank out some content, meaning that I want to show you a simple strategy that I use to create content really fast. And I also want to show you, if you're doing videos, how you're able to edit the videos that you created on your phone, or if you're doing a screencast, how you're able to edit that as well. So very first thing, I'm going to show you my content workflow just to show you how I'm able to write my content super quickly, how I'm able to edit it quickly, how I'm able to make sure it's grammatically correct, because that's definitely not my doing, and you don't have to outsource it. All right, so let's get started. So right now, what you're doing is we're inside of Scrivener and you're looking at an outline. This is how I outline my content. I want to know, okay, the issue right now is creating content creation. So I want to show people how I outline my content and how I create my content. So I will start with just talking about how I outline my content, which is what you see here. This is the outline I do. Then after I do that, I just start writing. I write about the benefits of outlining my content. And after I've outlined my content, I write about how I edit my content. And then I write about how my content workflow, meaning what tools and software do I use to make it easier. And then I show a video, a live demo of how I did that. Now, this is how I outline every piece of content I do, whether it's for a digital asset like a mini course, which is what I'm doing right now, whether it's for a blog post, whether it's for a YouTube description area. Well, I don't do it in YouTube description area. I usually just wing that. But for everything else, this is how I do it. And the reason why I do it like that is because I'm a type of person who likes a formula. When I know what I'm talking about, when I know what comes next, it's easier for me to tie that first paragraph or the first chapter in and have it just naturally flow into the second chapter, so forth and so on. So that's how I outline my content. And if you do this, if you look at the problem and talk about the 4 things that they can fix within that one problem, or the 3 things that they can fix within that problem, I promise you, you won't have a problem writing. In fact, you'll probably write too much. So that's how I do that. Now, once I get this done, let's say I've written it out. We're going to pretend like I've written it out, and we're going to just click over here on something else. Now, let's say this is that. Once I have my content written and I'm ready and I'm done, the next thing I need to do is I need this to be read back to me, because if I read it to myself, I'm not going to catch my mistakes, because I read what it's supposed to say versus what's actually there. So the way I do it, I use a tool called Read For Me. Now, this tool is on the Mac, and this is basically what it is right here. So I can pull it down and bring it into this window. And basically all I do is I copy all of this right here. I usually copy it, and then I take that tool. And once I finish with copying it, I just paste this tool into here. And it literally just reads it back to me. I click on speak, and it just start reading it to me. And I just listen. As it reads it to me, I listen to make sure I didn't miss anything, or I'm not using the wrong word or something like that. Once it reads well to me, the next thing I do, and again, if you don't have this one, if you don't have a Mac, don't worry about it. You can use another one, which is right here. It's called, let's see, what is this called? It's called TTS Reader. So you can download this one, and it will, in essence, do the exact same thing. You can see where it will, well, this, I don't know where I just pulled all this from, but I'm thinking off this page, and you could just paste it into there. And then you can click right here, and you can just, and it'll start reading it to you, and it'll highlight the paragraph it's on. So it'll be easy for you to go back and edit that specific sentence or that specific paragraph to make sure it flows. This is how I fine tune my writing. I'm telling you, like, this is invaluable. Now, after I've done that, then I come over here, click on Grammarly, I click on new, and I'll name this, okay, in this case, it's going to be AAF. I think this is the resource page or refund. I think it's the affiliate disclaimer. I'm not sure. So I'll just paste that in, And basically, this is going to ask me a set of questions. It's going to say intent. So in this case, I want to inform. I want it to be knowledgeable. I want it to be informal, strong, and then I want it to be a creative. Now, in the free version of this, you can't click on this, but I'm telling you, I used the free version of Grammarly for a long time because something is better than nothing. So now what you do is you say done. And then after that, basically, I just come up here, I click on whatever they tell me is wrong. I look at it, and then it say for good reason. Now, see, I like for good reason, but it's telling me and for a good reason. Now, I don't like for a good reason. So I'm going to click on it for this just to show you. And then you can see where I use your in the wrong way. So I'm going to click on that. And it's telling me everything on here now is good. So what I would do is I would just copy this. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it back into Read For Me because I want to make sure that it's still my voice. It's not, it hasn't been changed to the point where where it doesn't sound like me anymore. So basically, I would just click on play and I would listen to it and let it play out. And anything that doesn't sound like me or sound too proper or doesn't sound like a one-on-one conversation between me and you, then I would fix that to make it sound more like a one-on-one conversation. I don't want it to sound too formal. I know I clicked on formal in the thing, but that's just because I wanted to catch as many grammatical errors as possible. Once this is done, once I've done this last step, I'm ready to post it. I can move on to the next thing, whether that's looking for some images on on Google or whatever case may be. Now, really quickly, if you want to look for images on Google, then what you're going to do is, now, honestly, I don't really look for images on Google. I'll create my own images, meaning that I might snap a picture of myself, or I might create like a little box or something like that with some writing in it or something like that. But if you want to find images, you can just go to Google Images. Now, the caveat to this is you have to be careful. You want to make sure you're not using images that people own. You only want to use royalty-free images. So, for example, let's say I wanted to find something dealing with, let's say, formulas. So I'm just going to say formula. Now, that's not the type of, this is more so the type of formula I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to Tools, and I can click on size. I can do color. I can do usage right. Now, this is what I will want. I will want usage right, and I will want label for non-commercial use with modification, label for non-commercial use. So I will want label for reuse with modification. That's what I want. So these are the images that I can use. And then down here under settings, under tools, I will go to type, and I will want, it's really up to you on which one you could do. You could do face. I don't need a face or a photo. You could do clip art, line drawing, or animated. It's really up to you. And that's it. So you just want to make sure you have this label. So it's not going to show you any that's not reusable with modification. So you don't have to worry about anyone coming after you saying you owe them for using their image. Now, obviously, you're not going to get at the best images, but you can type in your keyword and see, like if I said affiliate formula, I could see what people considered a formula. So obviously, none of these images appeal to me because we have our filter on. Now, I could say, let's say a math formula, and I could use that as my affiliate formula. Or what I could do is, so for example, like this, I like this one, and I like, So that's about the only one I see that I like on here. But this is how you would do it. Now, personally, like I said, I don't use this. I usually create my own images just to be unique. But it's 100% up to you. But that's how you can come up with images for free. Now, there's other places you can go to like Pixabay and things like that. But like I said, it's really up to you. So with that being said, the last thing I want to show you is ScreenFlow. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to edit your screen. Now, I hope that the software don't crash on me because I'm actually recording one while I'm doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to open up a new recording. And again, it may work and it may not. I'm not sure. And let's see here. So let's see if I could just open up a project. Actually, let's see if I can just. All right, so that opened up for me. So I'm going to actually just say I'm going to do that. And it's going to open up really big. And what I want to do is I actually want to grab this. I just want to resize this to fit it inside of the window that I'm actually recording in. And so you can see the whole thing. And after that, I'm going to squeeze that down. Okay, so now we're inside of ScreenFlow. So let's say you recorded your screen. Let's say you recorded a screen. To record a screen is really simple. I mean, all you have to do is click on record screen. Let's say you have your footage you want to record, and I'm going to come over here to, I'm actually going to click on okay, so this is your timeline area down here. So this is where all your footage would go. This is your box right here. This box right here is where you would be able to see your media at. And then after that, what I want to do now is I need to drop some footage in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually drop in right now. I just grab this. So let's just drop in promo video. So I'm going to just drop this track in here. And as you can see, that's how this works. And I'm going to minimize this. So if you use this, you can see this is the video of me. Now, what I need to do is I need to actually shrink this canvas down to the appropriate size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here. I'm going to take the canvas off 4K and I'm going to put it at 1980. I'm sorry. I don't know why I always get it mixed up, but it's 1920 by 1080. And I'm going to say enter. Now I could literally take this video, pull it right here, and you can see that fits perfectly inside that box. Now with this video, you can see I can scrub through it and all that stuff. But when we first get started, you can see if so this is the video that's already been edited. So actually, let's delete that one. Let's go back and let's grab the video that hasn't already been edited, and we're going to drop this one in. So, all right, here we go. You can see me right here looking at basically I'm just looking up to see, making sure I'm waiting on the timer on the computer to go off. So as you can see, I don't want that part of me in here. So you can see I do a lot of stuff before I actually start recording. You see that pause I do? That's to make sure that I have enough space to edit. So now, as you can see, I'm going to actually, let's zoom this in some because it shouldn't take that long. So right there, you can see where I'm finna talk. So I'm just going to click O on my computer and I'm going to say Command Delete. And that takes out all of that. And you can see now I just started talking. So now let's say that I had a piece that I wanted to, let's say I messed up on something. Let's pretend like I messed up right here. It's really simple. You just zoom in so you can see where your cuts are. And basically, let's see here. You see it's going frame by frame. This is why I like this better, ScreenFlow better. So let's see right here. I can literally just right click on here, say split clip, come over here to, let's say, where I wanted to cut it at. And then I could say split clip again. and then I could take that part, hit the delete button, and then click right there, and then you have it. So it's really easy to use ScreenFlow as well. Now, obviously ScreenFlow does a lot more complex stuff, but right now I literally just want to show you how to delete you in the front, reaching out to click on the button to start it and walking away. And then I want to show you how to delete it on the end, and then any breaks or pauses where you messed up at. The reason why I wanted to show you this is because when you understand that you can actually do this, then creating a video becomes kind of easy, because now you know if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. I can just edit it out, or I'll just cut that little piece out, and you see how easy it is to be able to cut that piece out. So the content creation part is really, really simple and easy. So let me show you really quickly how it delete me on the end of the video, cutting out me reaching over to stop the camera, to stop the video. So you can see that's me reaching in. So I'm just going to zoom in, and we can look at the image to see where I actually started doing it. So if you notice, if we come back over here, let's zoom out a little bit. We can see this is me. You can see right here, I'm talking. And then I hold that. You always hold for a few minutes, because this makes it easier. If you instantly just stop talking and then reach over to end it, it's going to be super hard to cut. So you hold, and you can see right there, I can easily say split clip, or if I wanted to, I could have just hit I and then said command delete. And that takes off that, and you can see that's where I end at. So if I wanted to, that's it. Now this video is edited up. Let's say we know this part was just an illustration, so that part ain't gonna make sense, but the beginning and the end is chopped off, and now all I have to do is I can export it. So if I wanted to export this video, I can literally come up to File and then Export, and I get this dialog window. Now it's in 1920, so that's what I wanted in. I could literally say where I want to put it, and that's it. So obviously, I don't want to save this project, so I'm going to say do not save. But that's how easy it is to be able to edit your content. That's how easy it is to be able to create content. And I mean, honestly, with this one video, you have everything you need to be able to, if you want to write content, you can write it, you can edit it, you can do all that cool stuff right from your computer. If you want to do it from your phone, you now know how to do it from your phone. And I'll show you one last thing. And let me see here. Let me see if I have my car keys on me. If I have my car keys on me, it'll be easier for me to show you like this. Okay, yeah, I have my car keys on me. So basically, if you want to know how to get that footage onto your computer, you can buy one of these. Now, these basically, I'm trying to get it to actually work in the computer, but you can see right here, this little thing right here allows me to take it off my phone using a lightning port, and I'm able to use this to drop it onto my computer. Simple USB. They have these type of things for Android and for iPhones and iPads and things like that. So that's a really, really easy, simple way for you to do it. No technical stuff required at all. So with that being said, you really learned everything you needed to learn to be able to get your content online, get it off your phone, onto your computer, showed you how to edit it with ScreenFlow. I showed you my content flow for writing and editing really quickly. And with that being said, this is the Affiliate Geek. I'll catch you in the next video. Enjoy.